Big mishap. Alrighty, seems like it's gonna work. Let's see. Good morning, my people. I'm starting out very late on my walk. I'm starting out late, so I have some catching up to do. Oh, I see, the gimbal is broke. So it doesn't want to hold the phone. I guess I gotta hold it in my hand. Good morning. My equipment broke, so the phone fell. That means I have to hold it. Where are you watching from? So this is what I've been seeing this morning. It's a little late, so it's bright and it's getting hot. And I'm going to go through a mountain. If this is bouncy and bouncy, it's because I have to hold it. It's a late start. I'm not going my regular route because there was an alert that bear had been sighted in some villages up the road. Well, I never walk to those villages anyway because they're far away. But there is no alert of any around here. But these creatures travel, so that's it. So how do you go through a mountain? There. The tunnel, through the tunnel. And that's where I'm gonna go. I'm not afraid because this is Japan. Hi. Yeah, this is Japan. That tunnel is lit and only cars go through here. Yeah, the birds. So I'm gonna go through here. It's about a 3-minute walk or something like that. Can be noisy if cars are coming because it's a tunnel. But this tunnel is a metaphor for life. When you get the huge obstacles in your life, you gotta find a way around it, beside it. And when you can't do any of that, you gotta freaking go through it. So let's go. Yeah. See how pretty it looks? I see some water action here, like moss. That means condensation or water or something. But they're well built. And in this area, there are a couple of tunnels. Can't remember how many, but there are about 15 bridges. One day I will do the bridges of this area, but by car, because I can't walk them, and because it's mountainous areas. So here comes a vehicle. And you see there's a light at the end of the tunnel. If I walk on the left hand side, I wouldn't see that light. Here again, life lesson. When you're going through a tunnel and you're taking the curve, you can't see the light at the end of the tunnel. And you start thinking, oh man, this is not gonna work. And then as you're going, just like here, you would get all the distractions and the fears. What you see as a whole lot of noise from a little itty bitty car. So sometimes discouragement comes just because of fear. And the fears, if you face them, you see it's not that big of a monster. It's just the noise and the other things that come with it. I'm almost at the end. It's pretty cool in this tunnel too. As a matter of fact, today is a slightly cooler day than yesterday, but the sun is up, nice and bright, and it's gonna get brighter still. Ooh. I'm almost at the end. Another thing I notice is that when you're in the tunnel and there are no cars coming through, you can still hear the cars on the road. Here comes a big truck. These things like tunnels to me are works of art that human beings can make to survive. And they say what the mind of man can believe, I can achieve. So you gotta think that if you believe you can do it, you can achieve it. You gotta put your mind to it. People make these tunnels, or they made them. But that sign up there is saying tunnel deru, means the tunnel's exit. That's what it means. And I could read that. Yeah. My Japanese is getting better. And so I'm at the end of the tunnel. Look at that. Thank you for watching. Mahmoud, morning. Oh, match mode? Mahmoud? Hi. I don't know how to say your name. So I emerge here, and I'm gonna go into one of the little village in the mountains. It's down the road. I don't think I've taken YouTube people on this journey. So here we go. Over there's a little bus shed. Let me see if I could zoom it in. Right there's a little bus shed. And I like how they outfit the bus sheds. They outfit them with a shovel, a real solid metal shovel, and a seat. And you can stay in there when it's winter because the winter here is so bad. Okay, let me press this thing so I can cross the road. And that's our tunnel right there that I came through. Okay, I have the light, and here I go. Before work starts, Japanese people have something called muster, and these men are doing the muster. I don't know if I should bring them in. They have to stand at attention. Sometimes they exercise, do like calisthenics. So there they are. I don't want them to think I'm spying on them. But I forgot what business that is. But that's pretty common in Japanese workplaces for people to do muster. And sometimes when they work in companies, they live in company dormitories. So there's a wake up time and there's an exercise time. Japan has a special kind of exercise that they do. All the people know it. They grew up with it. And when there is vacation time, there's no kid that's sleeping in bed for long, long, long. No, no, no. Kids stay in the bed up to a certain time and then they have to wake up to go to a playground. And at the playground or the park, they have people who take them through the calisthenics exercises. I think they get points for doing it. But nobody's sleeping in no darn bed long, long. So this is the village I'm going through. I don't know if I'll see anybody today, but these people have their combine. There's a little combine right there for harvesting rice and a little machine for planting rice. Let's see the river. Oh, there are wildflowers. This is a pretty common thing in Japan for people to plant flowers on the roadside. Pretty common. And there's a river below. It's a wooded area. Very peaceful. I love it. I love it. I don't see people like that, but don't believe that they don't see me. They see me. They see this foreigner coming through with our camera every time. Some people will ignore me. Some people will chat. Some people will hide. You know. And if I want to take pictures of them, I ask. This is a business. But I love this thing, this rain catcher. See it? When the water comes down, it comes all the way down and it drops on the concrete. And look, it has a nice little thing there to catch it. So the water doesn't keep beating on the cement or the ground. I'd never seen that before. Pretty interesting. And this is huge bridge. Hey, there's so many bridges. Like I might have said before here or elsewhere, when my sister came to visit, I made her drive here and drive up that bridge and go across. When we went across the other side, the roads were narrow and winding. She said, "Nami daddy, turn back." She turned back because we Guyanese like on a road like this. So that was scary. Airpin bends. And he said, nah. That's the way you live in the islands like Montserrat and them places. Look at this piece of architecture. You know, I teach engineers, so this here is a marvel. I love to see this. Look at what mankind can do. Look at rivets on this thing, boy. Look at that. Let's scaffold this whole bridge and it goes down into the canyon. I don't know how many years it took to build this by. This must be a major construction and the wall and everything. Cut this mountain and look how they build up the stone walls just so to make sure that it's good. Yep. This is our walk in the village. So I will take YouTube up into the village and I will take Facebook out the village. There's an old lady that does this garden. Ooh, I love Japanese gardens. They look so organized in certain ways. There's potatoes there. There's lettuce there. There's snap peas here. What is that? She has radishes, eggplant, garlic. I think the garlic is almost ready because my garlic looks just like that. And I think these are cucumbers. And she has like watermelon over there with that little plastic that's covering it. But of course, she's got to cover everything on top with a net and the side with a net because this is monkey country and bear country. The bear can come up over the ridge and eat up everything. She's covered the tomatoes as well. I don't know, a greenhouse effect, I guess. I don't cover mine like that, so I don't know. I don't know what the problem is because the monkeys don't necessarily like tomatoes unless they're really starving. They say monkeys will eat anything if they're hungry enough. But right now, I haven't seen evidence of them eating tomatoes or okras. I came out too late. Nobody's out and about. People do things very, very early in the morning. On this house here, see they have I don't know what you call that thing, but they put wood all along here when it's winter to keep the snow off of the windows. And that's somebody's sunroom, I think. Most homes have a sunroom at the front. That way they will hang clothing to dry in the winter. The sunroom has plexiglass in the front, so it traps the heat and the clothing gets to dry because dryers are not popular here. They don't have space for dryers. You might have to get a stackable one if you're lucky, but our washing machines do the drying. You put them in for 120 minutes max and it wrings all the water out of your clothes, and you just hang them out. In a few minutes they dry. I like this. I like this a lot. There's not much water coming down the mountains today, but when it's coming down, you can hear it. It's just a trickle right now. This is a dried up pond with bonsai. This is just a view of what village life looks like in Japan. People hang out their clothes to dry. And I hear it's a big curse among women if by 8 o'clock you're bedding and your clothing not hang out outside to dry. Women don't hang out clothing at 10 o'clock and 11 o'clock. Yeah, hang it out early. They have their own little ways of finding fault. There's a big building up in this road. I see a lady hanging out clothes, but I don't want to disturb her. Okay. I wonder if I can see the river. I'm not sure. It's very peaceful and quiet. Mostly the seniors would have Ohayou gozaimasu, would have done their work already for the day. I see an old lady just now, but I'm not going to film her. I'm going to go over to the river. Ohayou gozaimasu. So, ooh, this is a big drop, and the river is there. Ooh, lovely. There's the river. So good. So good to listen to it. They're the kind of places I could spend like a whole day just reading a book. Yeah, put on your insect repellent because these insects will just eat you up. Yeah, old lady just came out of her garage and she's gone to her garden. I didn't want to disturb her. She doesn't act like she wants to talk. So I would not bother her because I don't want her to go telling people, oh, that sensei always comes and bothers us. There's a house way on top. Oh, this is like somebody's garage too. Another harvester or planter. There are lots of these mini size, miniature agriculture tools or machinery. And even the trucks are mini size, like you see here. Like quarter scale or something, I don't know. You didn't need anything big, big, big here. Somebody's gonna clear here for some planting. You see like how they have these flowers here? They don't look like much, but the old ladies will come out in the spring, organize themselves to plant these things. And some of them, they're known to be good at planting this type of thing. So they would let the person who's known to be good at that do it. I caught them doing it last year. It's a tiller for tilling the soil. Yeah, so they have their little organizations. It's somebody's house front. They got a mailbox. They have, and these houses are big inside. Yeah, there's lots of gardening going on here too. But quite like a church. And so this is much of what countryside looks like in Japan. They call it inaka, sticks. They're living in sticks. This is it. Oh, this here. If you look at places like Palau and so on, you will recognize this building here. It's called a Quonset. The Palauan call it a Quonset hut. And during the war, when the Japanese occupied, or before World War II, when the Japanese occupied places like Palau and these Micronesian islands, they brought this construction with them, and they made lots of Quonset huts. They're very strong. They withstand typhoons because look at the shape. The wind just like bounce over them, and they hold lots of big vehicles and machinery and so on. So the Japanese took this to Palau, and that's where I first encountered this. And I'm surprised I didn't notice this before. It's a particular style of building and storing things. Yeah. Yep, yep. I hear the water. Let me go find my water. It's a cemetery over there. Yeah. And people burn wood here, so they cut trees that are down in the winter, after the winter, and they stack the wood. Huh? I just hear the water. so soothing. And I don't know, this road, the bridge takes you up all the way there. And then there's that house. I always wonder what is that building or who lives there. Maybe one day I will find out. But I have to have somebody drive me there because I don't drive at this country. Them driving lesson, the driving road test, hard for pass. The foreigners will fail like crazy. You can fail 10 times and all. You can be a seasoned driver in your country, you come to this country, you fail driving test. Fail like crazy. You gotta take pride out of your eye because you proper does fail. Me no fail. I went for the practice, but the practice place is far away, and it was a humbug to keep bothering people to carry me there. And there is no thing like how, in certain countries, you can go write the written test, study for the driving test, and then you can get a permit and you ride with a person who's experienced. That don't happen here. Either you get the license or you don't. You're not driving for so. Can't drive without an experienced person. And if you go to driving school, you got to do all the driving things on the road, all the ins and outs. But you will pass because you don't pay your $4,000 to $6,000. Yeah, you might don't pay that. So, but if you go with your license and you have to take practice runs on the course, they have courses that you have to drive. They got A course, B course, C course, D course, like that. And they're strips of road with traffic lights and things. And you simulate driving on the railroad. And there's a man in the car with you telling you, winka, 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 winka. I'm thinking, what the hell is a winka? Winka, winka. Miggy, Miggy, winka, right, winka. The man means I must turn on the signal to the right, winka. Hey, hey, hey. So he talking in one ears in Japanese. The person who took me talking in the other ears in English. I know if I go in or come in, I can't relax and let my instincts kick in for driving because these people in my head. I said, never mind. Never mind. This place got buses, trains, cars, bicycle. You can go anywhere, anyhow. You don't have to drive. It's a little inconvenient, but it's all right. And some Japanese roads are very narrow. And nobody knock down people, eh? Hey, hey, big trouble. If you get a car and somebody rear-end you, you got to tell the police your fault, You can't say it's not your fault at all. You got to bear some responsibility for the accident when them rear-end you. So I ask, why? They say if you never own a car, you can't be in an accident. That's Japanese logic for you, Baba. So this is, that there is a greenhouse. Maybe they have tomatoes in there. So that's what we're up to. And I am going to turn back because back there, I think it goes into the forest. Me not go in the forest. I think somebody said it goes somewhere. It goes around or something. Not me, not today. I'm out late because I worked last night and I'm not going in early today. Me no make walk. Take back my time. Okie dokes. So here we go. On my way back. So what am I gonna leave you with? I want a scenic spot to leave this video with. It's another garden. They're not particularly caring about monkeys. They just have the net around. They're caring about the wild boars that will come and dig up the whole garden and eat up the stuff. Oh yeah, we got them here, wild boars. They call them inoshishi. So this is a wooded area. I can hear the birds. So my people, thank you for watching and for commenting, and I am out.